This episode of My Conversation is sponsored by Royal Furniture, with locations in Fresno and Clovis.
And we are back to more of My Conversation. I'm Jason Hurst from Soft Rock 98.9 of the Jason Terrian Morning Show. Nice to be with you all today. It's been so far so good, having a lot of fun. Guest number 2 today is Jesse Orosco, A+ Business Systems Incorporated. He's the man of retail sales service of office equipment. Hey, congratulations for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for
Because we're the lucky ones to have you, that's why.
Thank you.
We should be congratulating ourselves and getting a guest like you and a nice guy. We were talking to Jesse off the air, and I tell you what, you do a lot of stuff over there at your A+ Business Systems. It sounds very cool.
Yeah, we do. We try to be a one-stop shop because one of the things that we've learned over the years is that we're business to business, and our business clients, they prefer to have the peace of mind of going to one company that's going to supply their office equipment. So we deal with, in particular, printers, copy machines, scanners, fax machines, computers, sales, service, electronic filing software, people that want to go paperless and file their documents on a server on a cloud and not have a bunch of file cabinets everywhere.
Now, if you want to get a hold of you, where are you guys at right now?
We're located at 2750 North Clovis Avenue, Suite 101, and the cross streets are Clovis and Shields.
Okay, not too far from the airport.
Not too far from the airport.
Okay, trying to pinpoint where this thing is at, because I mean, it's important, because working over at the radio station, I was telling you earlier that, me and my partner, one of the worst things in the morning is to get there, and we're the only 2 people really in the building at that time, because it's early. We get there really early. And then we go to print on the machine, and that thing doesn't work, and it's so frustrating.
Yes, it can be. Office equipment, we depend on them so much, and I guess that's fortunately for us as service companies, keeps us busy, and we're there to help. We have emergency same-day service for those situations when somebody their printer is not operating and they just call our office at 559-442-3564, and if they advise our attendant that there is an emergency need, we can guarantee to be out there the same day, as long as they get there. The call comes in before noon.
Nice.
If it comes in the afternoon, we'll strive for coming in the next morning, depending on our workload.
But now, if somebody has one of your printers to begin with, these are like pretty hybrid machines. They're pretty fancy, right? So they're pretty reliable. What makes it different between a regular printer and yours?
Well,
a copier too.
The equipment that we have is commercial equipment versus consumer equipment. The difference is the longevity of the equipment, the life, the efficiency of the equipment, and what separates us from possibly somebody who goes down to a department store and just buys a printer, for example, is with us they're buying a total value, a total solution. So if anywhere from the installation of the equipment on all of their computers to the upkeep, the maintenance, we provide all the supplies for the equipment. So we try to be an overall solution so the client can, the business client can just focus on their business and not have to make trips to a department store to buy more ink. We'll ship everything. We have monitoring software that resides on their PCs that sends us email alerts when their supplies are going low.
Oh, that's cool.
So we automatically replenish our clients.
So you're like connected with them right away if there's a problem.
Exactly.
Because nothing's also more frustrating. You go to a store, I'm not going to name it what it was, but even on my home computer, you get a little ink cartridge, you go along with it, and when we really need it, all of a sudden you realize, boom, it's getting empty already. You're like, what the heck is going on here?
Right.
Did you ever see the movie Office Space? Remember when the printer's going bad at the copy machine, the guys get the baseball bats out?
Yeah.
That feels like me in my house.
People get frustrated when their machines run low on ink, and that's why we've implemented that software that we don't pass that cost. It costs us as the organization, but we don't pass that cost on to our clients. We give them this free software that monitors their devices. And recently what we've done is we've been able to take on the Epson line of printers, and the Epson line, their new line of printers that they have available, they are so efficient that under normal usage, a client obtains one of these printers, and they don't need to buy any ink for 3 years.
That's cool. That takes away a lot of headaches.
Yes.
That's nice. And as far as like other equipment other than printers and copiers, what else do you guys have over there? Is that your main specialty?
That is our bread and butter, so to speak. but we also sell computers and service computers. As our clients, like I mentioned prior, as they have a need for our services, instead of them having to go to another vendor for that type of need, we try to encompass everything to do with their office.
Right.
So we can do shredders as an example as well. They're not our mainstream, but
Right.
sometimes clients, they feel comfortable doing business with one company that can take care of their needs.
Now, you were mentioning to me something a little bit earlier about working with the nonprofit organizations, and you guys kind of really help out the community for people who really need office equipment from your place, right?
We do. We do have a free copier program, and that is something that is set up for nonprofit organizations, and they do have to qualify, but if they do qualify under certain guidelines, we will deliver a free copy machine, and that's something that they can use because we feel like that's our way to give back to the community.
Right.
We hope, the only stipulation is that they have the service done through us, but we are providing a free machine to them.
Well, that's the thing. You know, you guys got a great product, and there's a lot of different options out there, but I'm sure there's something in your place that really stands out above the rest as far as what you have to offer. What would that be?
I think that our business name, one of the reasons, A+, and our motto is our service gets an A+, because at the end of the day, when somebody is deciding whether to purchase equipment or lease equipment from our company versus another company, at the end of the day, when it comes to the reliability and when it comes to the client feeling comfortable knowing that they can contact us and we'll come out right away and take care of their needs, like you mentioned before, instead of having to pull out the baseball bats,
Right.
I think that's what has the biggest value.
Right.
Because we are a family-owned local business. We don't have an 800 number. They're not calling another state or some large corporation. We're more personable.
Okay.
I'm the president of the company, and obviously I have staff, but if there is always an issue, they can always contact me directly, and I can make sure and take care of their needs.
Okay, Jesse, that's what I was getting to. One final time, contact info, what would that be?
Well, our main number is 559-442-3564. Our website is www.apluscopiers.net. Our company email is info.apluscopiers.net. And we're located at 2750 North Clovis Avenue, Suite 101 in Fresno.
Awesome. Jesse Orosco, they say A+ in your name for a reason. I know. Let's give him a big old hand. Business Systems, A+ Business Systems. You guys are great. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more of My Conversation right after this. Hang on.
This episode of My Conversation is sponsored by Royal Furniture, with locations in Fresno and Clovis.